Good morning, Cheryl Devine. How are you today?
Good morning, Liz. I am just fine, thank you.
So, hi everyone. This is Liz Nicholls, and today I'm interviewing Cheryl Devine from Devine Health Coaching. She always is an absolute wealth of information around health and fitness. Today's topic is fascinating. I'm going to keep it a surprise and turn the call over to Cheryl to discuss today's topic. Over to you, Cheryl.
Thanks, Liz. You know, we've been talking about 2020 this last little bit, and I'm so glad we can kick that to the curb and go further and forward with 2021. Now, I'm willing to bet all of us would feel a whole lot better about aging if it didn't actually mean feeling old. Well, I'm here to tell you it doesn't. So aging can mean another year of joy, kind of adventure, and spending time with people we love, all while feeling great. Like birthdays should be celebrated, not dreaded. And I know I just turned 65 and I didn't really get to celebrate the way I wanted to. However, it's as being a functional like in nutrition, I'm really interested in kind of longevity and constantly looking for different things and latest research to help my clients and how we can all age better. So as I said, being 65, I'm constantly kind of experimenting with myself to see what kind of tips and tricks, I should say, that will help, my clients and you feel their best. So intermittent fasting is one of those tricks that I've been doing for quite a while now, and the research backs it up. Well, it's so important, to live for health and longevity. So while most people associate fasting with restricting eating for really long periods of time, there's actually many different styles with different timing, which you can do. But let's make fasting a little more of approachable practice than you might think. So when you do it the right way, you won't feel hungry. In fact, many people they usually do it without even knowing that they're doing it. So I think that's a good thing. So the basic kind of fast is the break between, say, dinner and breakfast. So fasting this time usually falls between about 12 and 14 hours. And that kind of falls into our natural circadian rhythm of when the sun is up or down. So that kind of helps. Now, the intermittent fasting can describe like multiple different timetables for eating. For example, a 5-2 approach, which means only eating about 25% of calories needed during 2 separate days each week. A 16-8 intermittent fasting means extending your nightly fast, taking about 16 hours between dinner and breakfast, which many people really feel good doing, several days a week. So other approaches include like a 24-hour fast, where you're restricting your eating. And again, that's a long period of time. So it all depends on what works best for you. And why do we do this? Why do we fast at all? So there's actually plenty of reasons why we do this. And fasting has never been shown to help with weight loss and losing dangerous inflammatory belly fat. It can also help reduce insulin levels and blood pressure. So this is another really good way, to improve your insulin sensitivity and to reduce the risk of diabetes. And it helps the brain function better by clearing out all those dangerous proteins and benefits neurons in a way that protects the memories and learning. So, and research also
Wow.
shows, I know. It's so interesting. Research also shows that intermittent fasting can enhance lifespan and health span by activating pathways that defend us against oxidative stress and metabolic stress while moving and repairing damaged molecules. So, and one of the other things, before I go, the other thing is that the major beneficial really mechanism at work here is the body switches from the normal fuel source of glucose, right, to burning fatty acids and keystone bodies instead, which are more efficient for energy production and increase our metabolic flexibility. So keystone bodies also serve a special role as signaling the molecules for cell and organ function. They help modulate the expression of proteins and molecules and then help influence aging. So, but that's just intermittent fasting is just one piece of aging well. So.
Oh my gosh, I love this, these topics about aging well. Like, I'd like to continue that conversation, of course, every week as we do our interviews, because you just nailed it. You can age well,
Yeah, you
and
can.
there's things you can do that are not complicated to enhance that process. So yeah, once again, that's just awesome information. It always is. Every interview, I'm like learning something and going, oh my gosh, okay, yeah, I did not know that. So, Cheryl, how is it best for people to reach out to contact you for more information? Because you have Devine Health Coaching. I know you have a studio, and you just have a wealth of information and ways to help others. So, how can they best reach out to get a hold of you?
Okay, Liz, I got a couple of different ways. www.divinehealthcoaching.com. That's my website. And Cheryl at divinehealthcoaching.com is my email. And then 604-760-3172.
Well, once again, thank you, Cheryl. I love these
Thanks.
interviews, and Happy New Year. And I look forward to seeing you next year in 2021.
Happy New Year. Woohoo. Let's bring on
Yay!
2021.
Exactly. Okay, we'll talk to you later, and thanks again. Bye, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.